All right, multiplying polynomials is what 5.3 is about. Some of you might have already done multiplying polynomials. So if you have for example, 1, if you have a monomial, which would be like maybe like 2x cubed, and I'm going to multiply it by a binomial, which would be maybe like, we'll do 3x minus 7. Alright, so this is why it's called a monomial, is because there's only one term. It's bi, meaning two. Binomial is two terms. So we're multiplying a monomial by a binomial. All you have to do is distribute, but when you distribute, you want to make sure you do the whole thing. So you want to take that and you distribute it to all of them. So you're distributing it. So you're because this means multiply. So you're going to multiply this to here, and then we're going to multiply it to the following term. So we have 2 times my 3 gives me 6. X cubed and x gives me x to the 4th. When you are multiplying, you add your exponents. So they're saying that you have 3 of them, you have 1 more, so now you have 4 of them. Then you take the next one, you have 2 times negative 7 gives me negative 14, x to the 3rd. Example 2. So that is if we have a monomial times a binomial. Well, now we're going to do 2 binomials. So maybe 2x minus 3 times 4x plus 5, sure. Alright, we have here, so when you do this, some of you might have heard of FOIL. How many of you have heard of FOIL? Alright, so FOIL is, the way I learned it, is first, outer, inner, last. If you don't know FOIL, if you want to just think about it, it's kind of, you take this one and you multiply it to both of them. So we have 2x times my 4x gives me 8x squared. 2x times my 5 gives me 10x. And then you go to the next one. So you're going to take the negative 3 and distribute it to both terms. So I have negative 3 times my 4 gives me negative 12x. And then negative 3 times 5 gives me a negative 15. Alright. What do we have to do now? Add like terms, combine like terms. So we're going to combine these middle two. We're going to combine these middle two. Is 8x squared minus 2x minus 15. Now, some of you might say, I know this is really easy. But what I want you to do when you're doing this, and listen carefully, what we're going to do is next week we're going to get this and we have to do this. So we have to work backwards. So when you are doing today's, really think about where your numbers come from and stuff like that, because we have to go backwards next week. I don't know how many of you have worked with FOIL or factoring, but sometimes factoring is very hard for people. So when you are doing these problems today, and I will tell you it was two-sided, but I changed it to one. So I will tell you that when you are doing these, really think about where your numbers are coming from, so that when you get something like this next week, you're going to be able to create this, because we have to go backwards next week. All right. Hopefully also, if you understand this, tomorrow there's only two little things, but if you understand this, tomorrow should be really easy. And if you understand this, and tomorrow's just has a little bit more, but not too much, then also you should be able to get 100% on this quiz that we have on Friday. Well, it has yesterday's, this, and then a little bit tomorrow. So just so you know, you should be, and I'll tell you the little bit tomorrow, I feel that most of you probably, we're just going to add one more term, which we just would distribute it. So it's, you know, it's not that much more to learn. All right. So with that said and done, let's